Are you an entrepreneur?
Are you brave enough to face the might of the Making Moves charges?
It's no use standing there and thumb-sucking an answer.
Work 5 hours a day.
Yes.
You're lazy.
Have you taken samples to them?
No,
we haven't.
I do feel a little bit disrespected, and that's why I'm a little bit angry.
Is there enough fuel on the business more litres?
Do you want to pitch for 50,000 Rand cash injection into your business?
The stage is set for you to be part of this amazing opportunity for young entrepreneurs. Namhlanje isona lesi sikhathi lesu i-top 4 yethu ke yosomabhizinisi bekade besilindile. 50,000 Rand is at stake. Nawa kamabhizinisi wethu amane angene kwelamanqa. Garose, Mpa Essentials, Monakaladi Gardens, kanye ne-Supreme Carwash. Namhlanje, it is going to be a whole new different ball game for usomabhizinisi oyedwa vo. Kuzoba khona indumalo, kube khona izinyembezi zosizi. Kodwa usomabhizinisi oyedwa vo lona ke yena kozokwazi ukuthi enze umsebenzi oncomekayo akwazi ukujabulisa ama-judges wethu. Uyena ke lo ke ozobe ejabulile egcineni kwaso sona lesi siqephu sethu sanamhlanje. Nawa kama-judges wethu wanamhlanje. Ubalisa Mabhidilana ongumsunguli futhi ne-CEO ye-NZ Africa. Yena onolwazi olunzulu kakhulu ekusizeni osomabhizinisi abasafufusa futhi uphinda asiza amabhizinisi ukuze akwazi ukuthola imali. Ayabonga chawo. Yena ke uyi-development economist bese kaphinda abe usomabhizinisi. Uphinde ke futhi abe ngumsakazi kwezamabhizinisi nakwezezimali nesesimo somnotho salapha ekhaya. The stage is set for Mpa Essentials to face the judges. Kodwa ngaphambi kwalokho ake sizwe ukuthi umqeqeshi wakhe uDr Lucas Muloni yena uwabona njani amathuba lomlisa.
So the chances that Mpa essentially is standing, it's quite okay. It's a good chance. The money is being spent at the right place. We're looking at water dispensers, we're looking at the bottles and that, but we're looking also largely at the branding, looking at those, putting the money in those activities, and that he will be able to get much more impact into his business.
Last time ulana ama-judges wethu bebekhala ngokuthi ngathi uyinsizwa engathi ayizimiselanga ukwenza umsebenzi, ngathi uyazini ngathi unobulazy nyalo bukhona.
It's not like that. There's been a whole lot of changes. Obviously, because you ignore the advice really. So I've been putting a whole lot of work, and my perspective for now, I should drive the company forward, has changed.
Yebo baba. Bathathu abantu kumele uba impress. Now uyabazi ama-judges wethu. Akulindile mfowethu.
Thank you.
All the best ne? Thank you. Ungashona khona.
Kucho, welcome back to Making Moves. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for
All right,
inviting
man.
me back. Yeah,
I'm
well.
the last leg, and this is the last pitch. And you've got 3 minutes to talk to us about your business. We've reviewed everything that you've done to date. So here's your last chance at that grand prize, and your 3 minutes starts now.
Thanks for the opportunity. Just to summarize what you do at Mpa Essentials, we're entirely involved in the water business. Our core products being water dispensers, water refills, and bottled water. So I've got 2 categories that I need the funds for. That's marketing. We'd like to get the website on Google Ads. That should cost around 1.5 or 1,500 rands per month. And also be able to get flyers, which will cost around 500 rands. And on the capital and the labor cost, we'd like to purchase 10 water dispensers, which will cost 21,000 rands, and also be able to get the water dispenser bottles that should go with the dispensers. And due to insufficient storage, we'd like to get a stacking rack at 2,000 rands, and labor costs at 16,000 rands, which is the major difference between the previous pitch and the current pitch. We didn't have the labor cost the last time. So all in all, the total should be able to come to 50,000 rands.
Okay, are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
All right. You used all of 60 seconds of your 3 minutes, but it's your time, so you can use it for whatever. I mean, you spent the first 30 seconds telling us what you do. I said to you, we've reviewed everything, so we know what you do. Talk to me about the labor costs. What are you talking about? Labor for what?
Labor is basically with the, especially after the first show, and after the, like one of the tasks that I got was to go around looking for more customers. We've been able to get more customers, and with that, it required more personnel on the job. So I would also like to fund, with the expansion came the labor cost. I would also like to fund that.
So how long is that 16,000 going to cover your labor cost for? And wait, let me finish my question. How long is that 16,000 going to fund your labor cost? And exactly what position are you funding? What do you mean by labor cost?
By labor cost, it's operator cost. That's the filling of our bottles. It should be 2 people for the next 4 months. And with the acquisition of more business that I'm expecting, from there we should be able to fund the labor ourselves.
Okay, so 2 people for 4 months?
Yes.
Okay. And who's currently filling the water now?
We currently have, say, 3 people on a temporary basis, and we've got another person that does, like 3 people on a temporary basis doing the small water bottles, and 1 person doing the, and helping with the deliveries of the big bottles.
Okay. And last question, part of the brief was you needed to bring quotations and proof of costs.
Yes.
Have you done that?
I don't have, let's say...
So yes or no answer, man?
No.
Okay, thank you. Vanessa, over to you.
Who's doing the sales?
We actually trying to drive, well, the sales through a website, and I wanted it to be autonomous. So that has been our direction so far.
Okay. When you went out to go see those, you said you got new business, right?
Yes.
How did you get out? How did you get that new business? Did you physically go?
Yes.
Did somebody go in your business? Who went?
I actually went myself, and I recorded the events. So I was just basically talking to potential customers, and we managed to get more deals with that.
Just tell me a bit more about these new customers that you have. In which sort of line of offering do they come in? Is it the bottled water? Is it the dispensers? Or is it some of the existing clients just coming on board for refills?
Okay. Actually, we managed to get customers on both sides. There are people who want to expand, because we're currently based in Gauteng, who want to supply bottled water outside Gauteng. We managed to get 1 guy, and then within Gauteng, for the water dispenser business, we managed to get 3 more companies on board.
Tell me a bit more about the website. You want to channel some of the sales through the website.
Yes.
Will the Google Ads for that 4,500 Rand have embedded payment capability on the website?
Yeah, it's because sometimes the problem with, okay, there's only, let's say, one negative aspect about having a website on Google Ads. Sometimes you get deals that you're not able to finance, but then at the same time, you're able to get the deals that, small deals, because that's what we're able to afford currently. So the advantage about it is when you've got your email address or contact details on the website, people usually get hold of you.
Okay. We had a number, I don't remember quite what the exact number of businesses I asked you to go and see was.
10.
It was 10 a day. I think it was 10 a day. Over kind of, it was like 100 over 2 weeks. So it was 14 days, call it, okay, well, 6 working days, 12 days, 100 businesses. I noticed that you went to businesses in your office park only.
The challenge with, let's say, because I wanted to expand, especially for bottled water, I wanted to expand that business on the streets. We had difficulty recording the people. Some of the people didn't want to be recorded, but then there's huge potential.
So how many businesses did you see?
I think I'll probably seen, let's say, around 15 businesses.
How many?
15.
15.
Yeah.
How many were in your office park? Out of that 15?
No, there's way more than that.
No. How many businesses did you go and see?
Oh, I've
as
seen
part
around
of your
15,
task?
but then within the business parks, there's way more businesses than that.
No, we've got nothing else. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, with my pitch, I think what I've prepared was quite good, but then obviously I got slaughtered there a bit with the amount of effort that I put in getting more customers. So I think that was the most, the negative aspect about my pitch.
With 165 units per day, the total the profit, or it's going. I mean, 165 times. What am I seeing?
Ngalesikhathi uKharosi wayelapha ezopitcha phambilini, ama-judges wethu abona lo mlisa lona engathi he was a bit too cheeky. Ake sizwe njengamanje ukuthi umqeqeshi wakhe uLerato wabona eme kanjani amathuba lo mlisa kuona lo mqhudelwano.
Edward's chances of winning the 50,000 rand is great. He surely portrays the right embodiment of being an entrepreneur. He's a good salesperson. He understands human beings very well. He knows how people react. He knows his product very well. However, I think pitching to a panelist, he needs to maybe allow his ego to subside and start engaging the panelists to really engage their thoughts, their leadership, and their experiences.
Last time ulana uzopitcha, ipitch yakho was more focused ukuthi ufuna ukuthenga umshini or more industrial for ukuthi ukwazi ukukhiqiza product yakho. Is that still going to be part of ipitch yakho osazofocus kuyona futhi?
Yes. This time in a calculation, I want to reduce equipment very closely with Rwanda State. So everything in details this time.
They ready? They're waiting for you ngaphakathi ama-judges. Nami ngizobe ngihleli khona ngala ngibukele ipitch yakho.
Sure.
Thank you. Ungashona khona.
Edward, welcome to your final pitch. All right. This is the final stage, the last stretch. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Your 3 minutes starts now.
With 50,000 rand investment, I'm going to buy these two equipment. These are 60-liter fermentation pot and 25-liter industrial blender. With these two equipment, I'm going to buy 60 liters of yogurt. With these two equipment, I will be able to produce 60 liters of yogurt per day, which will be equal to 220 units of 500 grams. With the current equipment, I produce 45 units of 500 grams per day. With both equipments, I will be producing 165 units of 500 grams per day.
All right, slow down and pick up your volume. Haru sharp.
Okay. Production cost 165 units of 500 grams. One package could cost me 890. Cost price of 500 grams is 15 rand. Then it's going to be 15 rand times 165 is going to be 2,475. Then from 2,475 minus 890 is going to be 1,585 rand. That's the profit. Then profit per 500 gram is 960 cents. Then profit 1,585 rand times 24 days equal to 88,000 rand 40 cents. Then that is not the end. In fact, that's the end. But I have additional information that I need to add. From those tasks, they do help me a lot because I managed to get the market from professional service. I'm going to start to supply them as from next month in Polokwane. So I have the preservative currently. Last time I didn't have the preservative. The name of the preservative is natamycin. It's going to extend the life shelf of the product. So I went further to CSIR, where I speak to Lara Kotse. They're going to put me in their programs where they in their BIDC, where they help the small business to grow up. So there is a lot of potential in this kind of business because if you can multiply 38,000 that I'm going to make every month by 12, it's going to be 158,000 rand. So from that kind of money that I'm going to make, I'm going to be able to create more jobs. Let's just say plus or minus 4 jobs will be created if I can just give that opportunity. So currently, I have the preservative. Last time I didn't have the preservative. I have the market, correctional service in Polokwane. They are willing to work with me as soon as from next month. We had the meeting a few weeks ago. So I have the preservative, the product, the life shelf of the product is safe. So I did indicate on the slide number 3, the production cost, the cost of sales and so forth. I think I'm done.
Okay. Thank you, sir. You are now moving to 165 units a day.
Yes.
On a market 165 units a day. Including Rexa Kaufel.
Yeah, ko Polokwane ba re batla thoma ka 200 units.
Go correctional services.
Yes, okay. Meeting one last day. But na le equipment, even they bought a very big fridge, especially for the yogurt. You're
going to be increasing your production.
Yes.
Do you have the people, the capacity in terms of the personnel that are going to help you with that increased production?
Yes.
I'd assume that you would need more people if you're increasing your production.
Yes.
And the expenses of that, can the business afford that? Have you accounted for that in your forecasting?
Yes, I did. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't tell you right now how much. Yes.
But you have accommodated that additional cost.
Yes. With 165 units per day, the total the profit, or it's going. 165 times. What am I saying? Okay, I'm saying if I can get the money to start that business, I'm going to buy that big blender, those 2 machines.
Yes, the equipment.
Then
yes.
those 2 machines will help me to increase the production.
Sure.
Then, with those 2 equipments, I'm going to be able to produce 165 liters.
Correct.
Then I can be able to buy another big machine that will help me to produce 400 containers per day. That is 200-liter fermentation equipment.
Just a brief question on your equipment.
Yeah.
What is the frequency of the repairs that are needed on the equipment? And would that have any impact on those numbers there?
Okay, let me give you an example of the current equipment that I'm using. Mm-hmm. Those equipments are under the guarantee. Especially the blender is the one that gives us a lot of trouble. But each and every time when I take it back to where we have purchased it, they always give us the new blender.
Thank you, Dade. We're going to talk about you, and good luck.
Thank you. Unless we are monitoring the but straightforward.
Right. But it wouldn't change his entire business.
It's not going to change his entire
business. It doesn't make
difference,
that.
but it's not a game changer.
But
it's not a game
think
changer.
About this. Where am I going to get the most money back in the next 12 months?
Yes.
He'll give me the most money.
Ngalesi sokugcina uMphile from Monakaladi Gardens wayelapha ezopitch. Yena she captured the hearts of our judges. Kodaba lwakhe lokuthi yena uhlezi ezimisele kwezamabhizinisi. Intokazi ibuyile izopitcha futhi kodwa ngaphambi kwaloko ake sizwe umqeqeshi wakhe ukuthi wabona kanjani kamathuba wakhe.
There is so much potential that Monakaladi Gardens is not tapping into. So if she can show that she's thought outside the boxes of a typical wedding venue, then she stands a good chance at convincing the judges that she is strategic, she is innovative, but most importantly, she's got the eye on the bottom line.
What will your pitch be focused on? Lena ezobibalekile, because last time ubukhuluma ngezinto ezi different, marketing, mobile kitchen and
Yes.
Is that going to be a party pitch or is it going to be something different?
No, my pitch today has completely changed. Hey, I realized when we got back and when we did like a review of the show that the one thing that we really need is marketing. So my whole pitch is just going to be focused around marketing.
All the best, ne?
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right then.
Umphile, how are you feeling?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Fantastic. Are you ready to pitch
Yes, I am.
the final pitch of the competition?
Yes, I am.
The highlight, the climax to all the work that you've done so far?
Yes.
Okay. You've got 3 minutes
Okay.
to pitch your business and tell us why you should walk away with 50,000 Rand today.
Okay.
All right, your 3 minutes starts now.
Why you should invest 50,000 Rand into Monakaladi Gardens. We are a viable business with a lot of potential for growth in terms of job creation, growing the tourism industry, as well as obviously making more revenue and profit as well. Our growth plan is to position Monakaladi Gardens as a brand. We want to be the place to go to, the place for meeting, eating and celebrating when you're in Mahikeng. We'd like to be in the top 5 venues in Mahikeng and to also increase our turnover by 40%, as well as have profit and savings left over at the end of this year. The action plan in order to reach this is we want to reach our local market. What we've realized is that we get a lot of clients through social media and online platforms, but they don't necessarily live in Mahikeng. So that means we are missing the local market who have the buying power to use our facilities and services. So we're going back to the old school way. We're going to have innovative ways of distributing flyers. We're going to have signage boards strategically positioned around Mahikeng. We're also going to brand our vehicles. Now this is going to give an opportunity to each and every person living in Mahikeng to be exposed to the Monakaladi brand each and every day. We also want to use radio advertising. We've used it previously. It's very expensive but also very effective. It has yielded very good results for us in the past. You'll notice that our pitch is slightly different from the last one. We are parking the idea for Wi-Fi at the moment. We are concentrating our efforts more on what is working for us and multiplying the results thereof. But we're not giving up on the corporates. We're going to contact the professional conference organizers, secretaries and PAs, invite them to the venue. They have a taste of our service, our facilities, and we serve them a meal free of charge. And then in the future, if they need a venue, they've already experienced us. If they need catering off-site, we can come to them and cater to them. We have also used social media a lot. It's really helped us a lot. So we're going to do a lot of sponsored adverts on social media, Google rankings, and we want to increase the traffic flow into the venue by having innovative in-house events, open days, and a competition where a person wins an event, because we've got the equipment, we've got the venue, so why not? The budget works out to about 50,000 Rand, broken down into marketing material, radio advertising, signage, online adverts, equipment, and professional photography, which we're actually going to get for free because we're in partnership with a photographer at the moment. And the following are just supporting documents of the pricing of how we got to that amount. And I think that's how we found our silver bullet.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Guys, any questions?
Mpila, can you just talk me through the equipment figure? The props and designs for 7,580. What is that?
Oh, okay. What we want to do is we want to, if I can say, pump up our service offering a little bit.
Okay.
Just with little props, with little equipment that just makes your service offering look a little bit better. Like the presentation that we use in terms of our food, we use the normal chefing dishes, we use the normal salad bowls. Now we want to have it a bit more modern, if I can say, to have like platters and, you know, the fashionable style of serving deconstructed salads and so forth. And then what, with regards to designs, on social media, you can have like short videos of your service offering. So now because we have a partnership with this photographer that we're going to be working with, he will come in whenever we have an event and take professional pictures. So on social media, whether it's going to be Instagram, Facebook, or wherever, we're going to have like different adverts. Some will be silent ads, like 30 seconds, that just capture the attention of the potential clients. So this money is going to go more towards those kind of things where we design those adverts with graphic designers, where we buy like little equipment that we feel like this will make this look a little bit better than it does now.
What events are you planning on hosting throughout the year? So you've said secretaries/PA days or a day. There is an official secretaries day, no?
There is.
Yes. And then what else?
Okay, we already have an every first Sunday buffet lunch. So we decided there's a lot of events that happen at the end of the month. So everybody is always having a lot of options to go to. So we've decided to move it a week ahead and say, okay, every first Sunday of the month, we have a buffet Sunday. We decided to do it on a Sunday instead of a Saturday because Saturday people have places to go and things to do. But on a Sunday, people want to be relaxed and laid back. So it's something that we're going to offer, a buffet lunch. People don't have to cook. Another in-house event that we're having is we're doing collaborations with other people that want to host events but don't necessarily have venues. We already have a couples retreat. So we're working with another company that does couples retreats. So this year they're coming to us.
All right, thank you for your pitch.
Thank you.
Good pitch,
Thank you.
good completion of tasks, and I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I managed to finish on time, and I believe that I got an opportunity to really relay everything that I wanted to relay.
It constitutes a small chunk
Yes.
of the bigger capital investment that he needs to make.
Correct.
And he's going to have to go to the bank anyway.
I disagree.
uMakhasi uphupho kwa-Supreme Carwash ubuyile uzopitcha kodwa ngaphambi kwalokho ake sizwe umqeqeshi wakhe uthini ngaye.
The fact that he understands the importance of quality, and when you speak with him as an entrepreneur, the quality always comes out all the time. And if he sticks to that, if he really understands that and hangs on to that, we're going to see really an entrepreneur that is going to go far. Whether he wins the competition or he doesn't, but we're going to see an entrepreneur that is really going to push this business far because he understands those things that are very important in business.
Ipitch yakhe namhlanje usiphatheleni mfowethu?
Developments from the last ones. Yeah, and what has been happening ever since sagcina ukupitch egcineni.
Yebo baba.
Yeah.
Sithemba konke kuzohamba kahle.
Ngiyabonga Ntoni.
Ngiyabonga.
Sharp.
Ungasho nakhona nje bakulindile. Nakho sibonge mntaka baba.
Marcus, welcome to the final pitch.
Thank you, sir.
This is the end of the road. And this is the culmination of all the work you've done so far on the show.
Yes.
So, give us the best 3 minutes of our lives.
Okay,
I'll try. 3 minutes to pitch your business. Your 3 minutes starts now.
Okay. Well, this is the presentation to pitch for the 50,000 rand. Who is Carwash Supreme? Well, we're an eco-friendly car wash which not only save customers, which does not only save water, but we are also environmentally friendly. We are big on job creation and we strive for excellence. These are our current clients that we have right now, which is your Ignition Group, Oshaka Marine, Wilson's Wharf, Pavilion, Tohosan, and First Rand. From the last time, I was informed or taught about staff acknowledgement. So that's what we did in December. We're starting a new phase where we are complimenting our staff, giving them certificates and gifts for the good job that they've done. This is the graduation stuff that we had, where, as I said the last time, that I do take my staff to college where they study, but I have spoken with SETA, and they've advised me to get an accreditation. If I want to get into that sector or pay a skills levy, then they'll be able to assist me in putting in more staff to study so that they can also get a stipend. This is our marketing plan. I researched a couple of marketing companies who are going to assist me, and I think I found the right one who we are currently working with. So on social media, they are going to assist me with Facebook. On writing rates, they are going to assist me with the website content, marketing release, and press release. On the business growth, they're going to assist me with the sales pipeline on getting clients, blind shopper loyalty programs for my clients, and one of the most important one is branding. They're going to assist me with brand merchandise, design, advertising, and site activities on all the current sites that I have. Liability insurance. We spoke about liability insurance the last time. After the program, I went back to Durban. First thing I did was make some phone calls, and I did get a liability insurance with R500,000. And lucky enough, in December, when FirstRand called, they said I must have a liability insurance before they put me in. And lucky enough, I had it, so it was easy moving forward from there. And numbers, the costing. As I mentioned before, I'm currently paying 17,100 Rand per machine. And on 40 machines that I need, it adds up to 684,000. So if I get the 50,000 Rand, I'd invest that money into molding, get my machines for 7,000.
Okay, so your time's up, but you can keep the slide on, so we can talk through the question and answer. I don't know, I'll start with you, Palesa.
So your 50,000 is going to be absorbed in that 684,000, basically. It's contributing towards that.
No. It's contributing on the 334,000 Rand.
Okay, so it's a smaller amount towards a larger investment. 100%, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
No, it's not. Well, it kind of is.
It's
but
falling into the 334,000 Rands.
If he molds, his machine cost drops from 17 to 7.5.
So it's a cost reduction.
So it's a cost reduction.
Precisely, but in order for him to achieve that, he requires an investment for those molds. Is that not right?
That's the 50,000 Rand investment.
For just the molds?
For just the mold, yes.
Got it.
Marcus, if you didn't get, or if you were not to get the 50,000 Rand, what would that mean for your business? Where else would you go and get the money, the 50,000 Rand you need for the mold?
Financial institutions are one of them. Grow my capital investment, the money that I do have, cut down on 40, maybe cut it down to 35. Yeah, but one way or another, it has to happen.
If you, what do you really need in your business?
Machine cards. I'm in dire need of it.
Machine cards?
Yes.
Why haven't you bought more machine cards?
Financial constraint, because everyone I deal with, they all need money up front.
Okay.
So they will not do it in terms. Have to pay molding, then they are done, have to pay deposit, and then take the machines.
How much are the machine cards?
It's here at 7,500 Rand.
Okay, yes. Oh, that's that 40 units that you're talking about.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Marcus.
I think my pitch went well. Only the timing constraint. I don't know where I messed up there. Yeah.
So, it gives me great pleasure to announce the winner of 50,000 Rands.
All right, guys, so deliberation time, perhaps the most important deliberation of the season. We've got 4 good businesses that we picked out of many more businesses at the beginning of the season. What are your thoughts on Mpa Essentials?
What I like about the business is it's actually it's a simple business. It's not very complicated, but it requires work. It's a business that can make money. It's a business that actually can be quite successful.
What I don't like about the business has a lot to do with how the entrepreneur said that they would spend the 50K. So the 50,000 from where we're sitting is a catalytic injection into the business. It's intended to create some form of impact internal to the business. And if it's just about spending the money on dispensers and labor, one wonders whether or not this is the kind of investment that allow him to get new markets, that allow him to have some assurance of a pipeline of demand, of people that will want the dispensers or people that will want in future after the sale, the refills of the dispensers and that kind of thing.
Let's move on to the next one. Kharos. What I like about him is that he was given tasks, he implemented them, he went over and above what we asked him to do, and it's produced results.
I'm still not clear on the cost impacts of his business. I don't know if he understands the difference between the cost of the production of making the product versus the cost of running the business itself. And I know there are incubators that might be subsidizing some of the costs, but that is not clear to me as to how much is being subsidized and how much
It's not
he's
very
paying
clear
for.
what the incubators are going to do.
Yes, what are
So
they
we don't actually
covering?
know what they're covering,
Yeah.
you know, what the basis
Exactly.
of each of those
Exactly.
deals.
I think if you ask an entrepreneur what your monthly expenses are, you should know that number immediately.
The difficulty here is that the moment you increase your production and respond to bigger orders, that also changes the kind of overheads that you're dealing with, but also it does do something to your margins. And if you have that kind of scale, in most cases, it means that you have much bigger margins. But we didn't hear that today, and nor did we get a clearer sense of how those overheads would respond to increased orders.
Let's talk Monakaladi Gardens.
I loved her pitch. I think she's thorough, she's clear, she knows her business, she understands where the potential of the business is, and I like that. I like the fact that she's tried a few things and figured out what works, what doesn't work, and her strategy here is let's put money towards what works and double our revenue. You know, that for me is really smart. Her plan about visibility makes sense. And I like how she's going about it.
I'm concerned that it's very much a relationship-driven business.
Sure.
So people go to your venue. You've got to have relationships, especially with companies.
Yes.
You got to know who's procuring this thing. You know, it gets a little bit challenging, which is why she struggles with government.
Exactly.
Is because government and corporate kind of doing business on a business-to-business level
Precisely.
does require relationships, and she doesn't know how to play that game.
She's been very aware of the seasonal nature of the business that she's in.
Yes.
And she's tried now to at least strike up some of those relationships and partnerships with people who could potentially use the venue during the downtimes. But also what that would then do is that it would generate interest about where are these events happening,
Yes.
what is the space where these events are happening, and that might be good at least to generate some form of sales during the downtime.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't justify the kind of investment that one needs to make even throughout those downtimes. And I think that for me is where the difficulty is.
I'm not excited about the business as a business, just in terms of
Yes.
the hospitality industry and that particular aspect of it doesn't excite me.
Yes.
But in terms of the entrepreneur and the
Correct.
shift that's happened in her head is phenomenal. Carwash, Supreme Carwash, Marcus. What do you guys think?
If I look at the use to which that 50,000 Rand was going to be put, I do think that it constitutes a small chunk
Yes.
of the bigger capital investment that it needs to make.
Correct.
And he's going to have to go to the bank anyway
Yeah.
to get, the remainder. And I do think that, potentially that 50,000 Rand for this entrepreneur,
Yeah.
yes, would be convenient to have, but I don't think it would make the kind of catalytic impact that we are
Yes.
looking for in this exercise.
50,000 will
Yes.
buy him a mold. It drops his cost from 17 to 7,000. With the money that he's got, he could buy 10 new carts now if we gave him 50,000.
And yet he needs 40.
10 would make a difference now in the sites that he's in.
Correct. No doubt about it that 50,000 Rand would contribute to that.
But
to
let's
that
think
growth.
about this, right?
But it wouldn't change his entire business.
No, it's not going to change his
it
entire
doesn't
It's a
make
difference,
that.
but it's not a game changer.
But
It's not a game
think about
changer.
this. So we give him 50,000. He buys a mold, drops his cost by 10,000,
Sure.
buys 10 machines immediately,
Right.
right? So that he can put them into his new sites. In terms of a return on investment, of all the businesses I've seen the whole season, 50 grand, just marking it by where am I going to get the most money back in the next 12 months,
Yes.
he'll give me the most money. He'll give me the most money in terms of the 10,000 Rand saving per cart, and he'll give me the most money in terms of the amount of money each cart can make. At the end of the day, we have to pick a winner. So, can you all pick your winner? And And we have a unanimous decision. Let's bring the entrepreneurs back in. Guys, welcome back. This is like my favorite part of the show, but also the worst part of the show. Because we've got 4 good businesses, we've got 4 strong entrepreneurs, and I wish there was enough money to give to everyone. But I suppose that's not what we do here. So, I think we'll start by giving each of the businesses a bit of feedback and then take it from there. Okay. Who wants to go first?
Shoot.
Let me start with Mpa Essentials. I think clearly you're working in a sector where the margins are very low, but also you need a lot of volume in order to justify the kind of investment that you've made. And for that to happen, you need a wide footprint of clientele and a wide demand for the product. And the advice that I would give is go out a bit more to consolidate the market that you have so that you're able to justify the investment that you want to make, be it in the stands or be it in the dispensers.
Charos, I hope I'm saying it correctly. You are a unique entrepreneur in that you love your product, you're passionate about your product, and you can also sell. Someone who's good at the technical aspects and also is someone that is likable, approachable, and people want to just buy from you. I want your products. You're exceptional. I really think that you're an impressive entrepreneur. Also, you're an entrepreneur that took this competition to heart. You took it, you ran with it, and you can see the results. It's really great to see an entrepreneur that listens to advice and really makes something of it. And I think it's also beneficial for you. So well done for that.
And then for Monakaladi Gardens, I really thought that was a great business in a difficult sector. I mean, hospitality is no child's play. And I must commend the tenacity with which you've approached your business and with which you've approached your endeavor. And I'm quite impressed by how clear you were about who your market was, who is your tried and tested and trusted market. And I was quite impressed that you had some strategic awareness about that, but also you were able to understand that the business you're in is a seasonal business. It experiences ebbs and flows, and you see peaks in the business during key milestones and dates during the year, but it's seemingly slow in other times in the year. And I like how you were able to say, maybe what we should do during the downtimes is to be able to generate our own innovative events internally. And I think that's going to be able to create the kind of rapport with your customers within Mabato, which I think is probably the place you're going to be operating in into the foreseeable future. So I think in terms of the areas of improvement, I think a lot more investment needs to happen in the medium term in order to create Monakaladi Gardens into an attraction for people that are also coming outside of the province. Because oftentimes a lot of the money in the hospitality sector doesn't only come from your locality, but also will come from people from outside of Mabato, outside of the Northwest, and also outside of the country, ideally.
My main man, Carwash Supreme. This is, when everyone wants to open up a car wash, some little corner over there, start washing cars next to a chisanyama, and they think they're doing a good business. You took it and changed the game. You literally changed the game. You have a sexy business. It's a real investable business. You're not a normal small entrepreneur anymore. You're what we should be talking about, investment. You're at that stage of growth right now. We're talking about scale. We're talking about getting to this product nationally. That is a type of investment that I think is suitable for your type of business. That is the type of entrepreneur that you are right now. 50,000 rands is chump change for what you need to be doing. You're at the next game. You're at the next level. So congratulations for being a fantastic entrepreneur.
So I wish everybody could get the money. You've gotten the feedback. I don't know. Are you going to announce the winner?
Sure, I would love to announce the winner. So we looked at good business, good entrepreneur, but also we looked at where 50,000 rands would change the game, where it would really have a major impact in the business. And also we looked at who we would trust to use that 50,000 rand to grow and take it a lot further. So it gives me great pleasure to announce the winner of 50,000 rands. Is Carwash. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
It's always a good experience, obviously, because you get opinions that you don't usually get, because I usually get opinions from my friends. So getting an opinion from people that deal with entrepreneurs on a daily basis, it's a good thing.
My experience for making moves has been the shift that I needed in order to grow my business. I now have a clear direction of where I need to go and what I need to do. So it's actually been very eye-opening.
The experience I've had since being here and making moves is it's good experience because they've assisted me in some area of my business, which has generated me clients and will generate me more clients. So it's more than the 50,000 rand that they've assisted me with.
Yeah, 50,000 rand.
Yeah,
Picture today, we want to calculation, the return on investment, or the production cost and whatsoever. Picture today. So everything will outline to extend the investor
Hopefully, the 50,000 rand loan also sevenzisa business in, like they said, ama churches, linga cooling or coolus vinini, but will cool step by step. Putting Fisel and congratulations again.
Thank
you.
All right.
Welibukeni lapha ekhaya ngithembe ukuthi le generations of entrepreneurs besikuphathele yona lada kule season ye making moves inspireile nawe ukuthi usukume uzenzele into yakho. If you are an entrepreneur and would like to be featured on the show, contact us on makingmoves@sabc.co.za or visit our website